What's going on, guys? I'm coming out with another video for you guys. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm going to be going over pretty much the most exciting part of real estate, which is the numbers. Of course, and it's the whole purpose of investing, and it's going to be what makes you want to invest into a particular investment. So I'm going to be going over what was my upfront costs to actually buy this place and what am I actually making off buying this place. And so I'm going to be first going over what was my initial cash to close. So my purchase price was right at pretty much 500K. Is technically 498,000, but I just go with 500K just because how close it is to that. And so my down payment was 17,000. So that's going to be always your biggest cash cost usually, unless if you have a big rehab, is going to be your down payment. So my down payment was 17K. And so I had to pay something called an appraisal gap because I offered very high on this place because this place was like literally perfect for what I'm trying to do. And so we had to pay an additional $13,000 because we paid over what it technically is worth. And those were the two biggest costs out of everything. Our closing costs was $7,000. And then we had $1,000 in like appraisal fees and just kind of miscellaneous stuff. And so that my upfront costs to buy the place was $38,000. Whether that seems like a lot or not very much to you kind of just depends on you, I guess. Our rehab was $4,000, which includes our whole renovation, building 2 more bedrooms, and just every little thing that we did, which I thought was pretty minimal. So only $4K for rehab, and then we did an awesome job on furniture. We only spent $1,500 on furniture because we bought literally everything used on Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist and got some killer deals. So that brings it pretty much just a little over like 44K. And so I did get loaned 5K to help come up with the down payment, but the rest of it was just straight out of my bank account. And so with that being said, my return on investment, or NOI, was pretty much 50%, which is pretty killer. If you guys don't understand return on investment, average stocks give you like between like 8 to 12%, I believe, and then normal single family houses is also like 10 to 14 or something. So drastically higher. And if I were to not be house hacking, if I just wanted to buy this investment but not be living in it for a year, it would have been well over 100K because I would have to come up with 20% down payment. And so we came 3.5%, which is why our costs were so much lower than what you normally would. Sorry, this thing's kind of in my way here. But what am I actually getting on a month-to-month basis in rent? So every month I get $5,350, or I guess $5,350 in month per rent, and that obviously is not pure cash flow. If it was, that would be amazing. But there is a lot of expenses associated with this, and so your biggest monthly expense is always going to be your mortgage. And so my mortgage, which is including all my property taxes per year and my yearly insurance, is $2,700 a month. So $2,700 a month for my mortgage, insurance, and taxes. That's good. That's my biggest expense for sure. And then on a yearly basis, I'm going to be averaging out about $500 a month for utilities, which I think is actually pretty low still. It's actually a little bit lower. It's actually only like $350 right now, but I'm just kind of over budgeting. So $500 a month budgeted for utilities. And then we have a maid that comes in here 3 times a month, or will be once I move out. And so that's $240 a month. And then I'll be having a guy that comes in, mows the lawn, and just takes care of all of the landscaping, and that is $100 a month. So after all of those expenses, what I'm actually left with in pure cash flow, or like profit, is between $1,600 to $1,800 a month, depending kind of on the utilities. It's more closer, it's pretty much like $1,700 a month, which is like $20K a year. And that's really solid, especially since I plan on repeating this process at least 6 times. And you know, right there is over 100K per year in pure cash flow at 25. And I plan on having lots of other investments. My goal actually is 20K in pure cash flow per month by 25, but the 100K per year out of that will be from my rent by bedroom properties. And also, I since the tenants are paying the mortgage for me, on average, or pretty much every year, 10K of the principal is going to be paid down. So each year I also make 10K per year from the loan pay down. And so that's technically not money that I get now, but once I sell it in the future, that's what I'll get, plus appreciation, plus the tax benefits, which you guys could do more research on if you don't fully understand all of that. So each property that I have that is a rent by bedroom will be making me pretty much 30K per year in pure profit, which is really solid. And it allows you to really just grow very fast, just because how high and liquid the cash flow is. And so on my loan notes on a 30 years, so when I'm 50 years old, which sounds like a very long time, the house will be 100% paid off. And so between now and then, I in profit will be over $2 million from the cash flow and the loan pay down, and a small estimated amount of appreciation. So at least $2 million per property over a 30-year span. And the nice thing is if I keep it for that long, even after my mortgage is gone, I no longer have that massive $2,700 per month expense. And so now, estimating with rents increasing, I didn't really budget that much, but this place will be cash flowing me $6,000 per month instead of $1,700 a month, because I would have no mortgage. It's up to me if I want to pay it off sooner, so I could get that more monthly cash flow. Just see how I want to exactly do it when it comes time. If I have 6 of these places, by the time that I'm 55, they would all be paid off. In pure cash flow, I would be receiving $36,000 per month, which is $430,000 per year in pure cash flow, with at least $5 million in equity. Just if I wanted to buy 6 properties up until 25 and never buy anything ever again, by the time that I'm 55, I'll be making a guarantee $400K per year with at least $5 million in equity. By the time I'm 50, I plan on actually being worth like several hundreds of $1 million. But this is just the standpoint if I just wanted to invest until I'm 25 and then never invest again, and I would still be 100% set. So they're pretty amazing numbers. There's no debate with that, and I would highly recommend this investment. It works fantastic. There is property managers for this, so I mean your cash flow goes down a bit, but at that point it's 100% passive, and you literally do not have to do anything. So I hope you guys kind of enjoyed this video, and it kind of gives you an idea of what exactly are you getting yourself into. And I would 100% recommend it. And I'm also living completely rent-free. So if I'm accounting my rent-free expenses between now and 25, it's over 70K in pure rent savings. So that 70K funds pretty much 2 full properties, not including the cash flow or anything, just purely the rent savings, because you literally have 0 living expenses when you live in one of these places. And so I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I hope this guys helped kind of clear your mind if you were kind of debating on getting this type of investment. So I will see you guys in the next video, and you guys have a good one. Peace out.